Legion, it's Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Rise of the Republic in our Camillus series. So we have just conquered the capital of the Veii, and we now have to take Sisera pretty quickly, but that might be pretty easy. Let me try again here with our fleet and see if we have any better luck than we did the last time. Not really. Okay, they still have a full garrison, unfortunately, so what we can do is maintain a blockade. And as long as we maintain a blockade, they can't do anything in this city, so that at least kind of keeps them under control and guarantees that I finish them off in the next turn. Now, I think, Marcus Camillus is still the dictator, but I don't think he will be in the next turn, so we'll see how this goes. But I'm pretty sure the Volsci are going to declare on me for what I just did. Just like the opening narrator said, they're watching what's happening, and if they don't declare, I'm going to be shocked. Oh my god, they didn't declare. Really? Alright, so Marcus Furius is leveled up. They do have an army trespassing in my territory, which is a little worrisome. Now, of course, I don't have a lot of money, but I can embezzle funds. Haha! Alright, so we can get Gaius Titianus Sura married. That's one thing I can do with the money that I just gained, but I think what I'd rather do... Let's send... I kind of like the fact that they're likely to have some kids for the family. So let's use Albia. Let's face it, she's the wife that we're most okay with dying. Let's send her on a diplomatic mission. Once again, let's treat with the Sabines and see if we can secure a good relationship with them so that we can deal with the Volsci kind of single-handedly. Straightforwardly, if you will. Alright, I've lost all of my horse units, but I think I'm okay. And they're still training an army here. How'd they do that? That's quite weird. Alright, so I can't train additional horses here. What I'm going to do is move Marcus right here. We're going to put him in ambush stance. He has a pretty good chance of succeeding in his ambush there. We need to level up the quartermaster ability, which will, you saw, it improved our upkeep, so it made that army a little cheaper to keep up. And also, it's going to replenish the remaining units a little bit faster. Marcus Furius Camillus is no longer dictator at this point. He is an ex-dictator. So he doesn't have those awesome battle abilities anymore, but they did last long enough to give us some regeneration. We'll be able to get our horses back. We lost every single horse unit we had in that battle. It was worth it. Kind of. But we definitely lost every single horse unit we had. Unfortunately. Alright, let me go ahead and train these light hoplites. Now again, we don't really have the funds to sustain two large armies. So we're going to have to play the diplomatic game fairly prolifically here. But it's been going well so far, so I can't complain too loudly. We started off in the summer of 396 AD, so we'll go through the summer of the next... we'll try and end the episode on a summer if we can, so we're covering in a fixed number of years, as I talked about last time. But I think that's all I can do right now, unless, of course... Let's see if I can get anything from the Sabines. Like a trade agreement. No. How about a trade agreement with... I've got to show you guys the campaign map too, because I was going to do that last episode and that battle took up a lot of time. So we'll do that right now. But... Okay, what about the Samnites? Not likely, but hey. The Tarcuna I'm not trading with. Really? No, I proposed a trade deal. Okay, they just don't want it yet. Okay, the Volsci are going to declare on me in this next turn. That's very likely, but this is the campaign map. Right now we are campaigning for Latium. We're about to take Veii, then we'll be campaigning for Latium. Once we have this territory under our control, things will stabilize a little bit, but it's until we really start maybe taking some of the Sabines territory and some of the Samnites territory, things will stay tense. In the playthroughs I've done so far, the Etruscans, as long as you maintain a good relationship with them, are not too aggressive. Oh, hey, look. That looks like the future Etruscan League logo right there. The Etruscan League is actually a thing. These are the Etruscans of Tarcuna, but they can actually become, I believe, part of the Etruscan League. I'm not sure how the mechanics work, but it is a thing. I've seen it happen. But politically, there's a little bit of separation between who controls what, thanks to our political setup. It looks like the House of Aemilia controls the other province. And they are led... Their successor is a bigot. That's not good. The House of Lycinia we're protected for 6 more turns. We're going to have to keep an eye on that too. But let's go ahead and end the turn, because we're relying on things that are going to try party loyalty. Unfortunately. No. Okay, looks like they moved their army away from the coast here, and they tried to attack me with... This is my navy that is blockading their port. So I now have the opportunity to fight a balanced fight and annihilate their garrison, which will pretty much guarantee my victory now against them. Let's go ahead and release the captives. Again, I want to maximize the wealth I gain from each battle. Your diplomat has returned with a generous tribute. Hell yes. We are getting lucky. You have completed a technological advancement, so we now have that entire tier done. Lucius Furius Camillus has leveled up. That's another big win. We've gained a trait. Oh, Gaius Titianus Sura is wary of strangers. So unfortunately, we now have a reduction in tariff income because of him. That's kind of annoying. All right, let's go ahead and give you the strategist promotion so you have a little bit better cunning. And we can't quite attack that navy yet. I'm not worried about it. Now let's move you over to Ostia so you're defending against that army's potential incursions. And we are going to say hello to Sisera with our main army. Let's fight with a balanced stance. Let's loot it. Nice. We now have room for an additional champion, an additional spy, and an additional dignitary, but we can only recruit one of those unit types, unfortunately. Okay, and with that being done, we can now start converting some of these buildings. Now, the Veii have some interesting... I'm going to go ahead and demolish that. But look at this Zelak house. This belongs to them, so I can't do anything with it, but we get plus 6 wealth from industry, plus 10 wealth from agriculture, plus 3 growth per turn, and plus 2 public order per turn. That's a pretty nice equivalent to, say, the water tank in Rome. It's not quite the same, but that wealth from industry and agriculture bonus is actually pretty nice. So I'm going to stick with that. We're going to repair Sisera and hopefully not have a public order issue in this province. We'll see how it goes. Now that we've completed this tree, I think what I want to do is go ahead and go for this one. Because again, if we go for... Well, here's what's going to happen. Our primary objective right now... Yeah, we're not going to get to this in time, because our primary objective is to hold 2 provinces in their entirety. We have to research the following technology, and we're not going to get to that in time. We will be done with... Oh, wait. No, we have a ring, so we will get that bonus. Yeah, we've done that. We're going to get that bonus next turn, but this is not going to be done. So I think what I'd rather do... Well, first of all, I need to set a public order bonus here. Let's go ahead and do bread and games just to boost public order a little bit. You never know, that could be all it takes to keep the province from rebelling. Keep it in line while I start fighting the Volsci. And I need to pick which civil tree I want to jump into here. This is going to give me extra cultural conversion, which is good, for sure. This will give me the ability to celebrate Winalia Rustica. Or I can go with this, which I typically do, which will allow me to recruit dignitaries and still provide cultural conversion and extra public order. I'm going to go for this first. I always do. I'm going to stick to it. So Republican values is going to be done in 2 turns, and I'll be able to train dignitaries. I also can now recruit a second champion, which I'm going to do immediately. Let's see what our options are. Oh my god, that's another quartermaster. Holy crap. Yeah, we're going to go for the second quartermaster. Oh my god. That is insane that we got another one. Okay, well, with that done, what else can we pull off? Alright, you don't quite have... It's going to be a while before you can embezzle again. I can't rely on that for too much longer. I've got to really start making some military gains quickly. So the funding situation is not great. I can, however, go ahead and promote Lucius here. And we can marry off Gaius again. That's a potentially useful action. Now let's do that. Let's see if we can get him a good marriage. Cross fingers. Duilia Flava. She's wealthy, so that provides plus 10 wealth from all sources to the local province. And she... Alright, he's a brutal husband, so it gives her extra authority, but it does worsen the slave unrest by a little bit. in the current province. Let's go ahead and give her her basic promotion since it's free. And then we are going to send Albia on another mission. Let's have her treat once again. Actually, we're going to have her treat with the Equi. Now, are there any characters that can benefit from... Yeah, see? Well, I'm not going to give that away just yet, but we have some additional households. Let's see if any other traits have been gained here. Yep, wary of strangers. We knew about that one. Our Imperium level has improved. We knew about that. Trait gained. Yep, that's the promotion that we just gave away. Marriage, yep, saw all that. Settlement looted, settlement captured. Okay, World of Wonder. You've captured a wonder. The people will come from far and wide to gaze upon its magnificence. Which wonder? A couple of them. The Temple of Apulu. Apulu gives wisdom to men and wisdom to those who worship him. 4% civil research rate faction-wide, and fewer attritional losses which when under siege. And in the City of the Dead, extra morale for all units, all armies and fleets, and lower land recruitment costs. Nice. Now this is a troubled populace at the moment, and it's going to get more troubled until we start converting the area. But things are going decently well at the moment, so let's try and keep it that way. We're going to end the turn, and the Volsci will almost certainly declare this time. Why wouldn't they? There it is! Oh yeah, I brought it on myself. Okay, whatever. Oh wow, they're already attacking... This is unexpected. They're already attacking Ostia, and this is Lucius Furius Camillus' city. This is where he is, so we're going to lose this character if we lose this battle. I don't like that idea. We're going to fight this on the field. Let's see if Lucius Furius Camillus can survive. If I can set up a good defensive position early on, if I can land the navy and defend the center of the city well, then I might be able to hold them off. We'll see how this goes. Because they have a pretty substantial fortification. Or, well, yes, they have good fortifications, but what I was trying to say was garrison. They have a relatively large garrison. That could be a problem, though, because it's going to take a while to land all of these ships.
Assault ships ready for orders.
Thankfully, the way landing ships works in this version of the game,
Support ships ready.
yeah, it's not quite as bad as it used to be. Yeah, these guys are all going to land over here. And then these guys are all going to land over here. And then we're going to move them towards the center of the city as quickly as possible. And then we're going to pray. Now, our land units are the ones that are going to hold the line while that goes down.
Orders understood. Your orders.
All right. Light hoplites be positioned there. And then we just have swordsmen.
We await your command.
That's all we've got. Well, we've got some levies as well.
Levies. Ready for
Which we will use as effectively as we can.
levies.
Actually,
Missiles ready.
let's have the levies like so, because they can throw at a pretty long distance, and that way they'll be able to hit anything in this area. And then we'll have the 2 cavalry hanging out back here, potentially here to charge in. Actually, yeah, let's put them... This is a little bit weird, but let's put them back here and have them charge in on anything that tries to come in the back. Meanwhile, we're going to be landing all of our units as fast as we can. All right, cross fingers. Start battle. Now let's give these orders. Where is the closest I can land? Oh, good. I can land real close. Two. 3. 4. 5. 6. There's that. Oh, good. Super close. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 4, 5, 6. All right. Let's hope they do this quickly. Yeah, these guys are running. That's not good. Now, unfortunately, Okay, good. They do have a row hard ability, which I'll have in 15 seconds. So not all of them are going to be able to take advantage of that. That's okay. These extra leves could come in handy if I can get them in position fast enough.
Your orders?
All right, all of these guys are getting ready to land.
Orders?
All right, hang on. Wow, you guys put your boats all the way up on shore. Okay, that's one way to do it, I guess.
Assault ships, ready for orders.
I don't know if that really helped. I really don't. And of course I had the option of landing some directly in the harbor, but every time I've tried that, it hasn't gone well, so no, I didn't want to do that in this battle. Okay. Some additional leves. Let's go ahead and get them in position. So the good news is, anyone dumb enough to come to these front lines is going to really... Oh wait, do I have Roman swordsmen that I didn't position? Yes, I do. Glad I spotted that. Let's go ahead and position them. Come on. Right there. Alright, these units are landing, including the general. And it looks like they're actually moving fairly quickly, so we might get them in the battle yet. We'll see.
Levies!
Okay, we've got a couple of new units here, including a unit of Centuriae. They came at a good time. So let's see if we can get them there fast enough. Depends how quickly they can run. We've got 2 units of Roman swordsmen, not all of which are all that strong. Actually, several units of Roman swordsmen, none of which are that strong. So let's just position them back behind and hopefully they get in place. And then we have Lucius himself, who I want to try and get in the back. Alright, this is where it gets hairy. Just hope that everyone can get into position before...
At your command.
What are you doing?
Ships.
We've got an entire ship that just decided to hang out. That's annoying. And then we have some leves here that also are not following any orders. It's okay. We're still in a pretty good position, because this is a ton of missile units.
Ready for duty.
They're not going to be in position when the first waves arrive, but my troops should be able to hold off the first waves while this kind of gets ready. Meanwhile, let me go ahead and move these units up a bit. Just a bit. Try and give all these units more room. You can see the ships sailing off on their own. That's a new feature in this patch. What are you doing, guys?
Command.
Oh, these guys are having a really hard time. No matter where I tell them to land, they will not land. Also, these guys are not obeying any orders. I've given them orders several times. That's not good.
Follow me. On me.
Alright, so these guys are glitched. We've got an entire unit of leves that
By your command.
I don't have any control over. That is unfortunate.
Ships ready.
Okay, so still working out a few kinks, it seems. Wasn't expecting that. Oh, hello. Alright, they are definitely coming around the back. Which means it's time to say hello with my cavalry. Alright, you guys, I'm going to need you to turn around and face that direction so that you can fire. Matter of fact, I'm going to turn that unit around as well. Alright, some of our first units are arriving, including the garrison leader, but the general is late, which is not good. So these guys are already engaged in battle. I'm going to have to go ahead and have these guys charge forward as well. These horsemen have arrived, and now they're confronting some spearmen. Yeah, you think? I'm aware of that. Now, these guys are supposedly coming on shore, but I don't believe it. I won't believe it till I see it. We'll have to see how this goes. And those horsemen I'm going to need to be really careful with, because it looks like they might have dealt with...
Under attack.
No, I don't know if they dealt with the spearmen or not, but hang on. Let me go ahead and order these guys to fire on these spearmen. The horsemen might get caught in the crossfire a little bit. That's a risk I'm going to have to take. Now, can I give you orders yet? No. I was hoping that somehow offloading those units next to them would trigger something and unfreeze those units, but no. No such luck. It does seem like we're holding the line here decently well. However, let's go ahead and inspire this spearman unit.
Ready. Charge! By your command. Charge! Missile infantry ready. Levies!
Yeah. Probably going to need to withdraw the cavalry in just a second, I would imagine. Yep. Smart move would be to pull them back. Use them in kind of a shock cavalry style, so that they don't keep taking damage from fighting spearmen. And let's go ahead and put you guys on skirmish mode, so that you will keep throwing at those guys while they try and chase the cavalry down, and get mowed down in the process, just like that. Hey guys, skirmish mode, okay. Or don't skirmish, that's fine too. Alright, now that they have re-engaged, let's bring the cavalry back in to say hello. Alright, forces over here appear to be losing. If I can break up these front infantry lines, I can hit their... I can see that. Alright, now we've got the spearmen from behind. Excellent. Alright, that changes the game slightly.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Engage! Your orders! Light hoplites! Swords!
Come on, we just need to break these guys up and then we're okay. Because these are all missile units and I can just chase them down. Come on.
Melee infantry! By your command! Swords! Spears! Spearmen, ready for orders! Jupiter gives us strength!
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
For glory! Ready! Forward! Your orders? Prepare!
Okay. Now these cavalry here... looks like they're done messing with the spearmen that they killed. But I need to get them away from those new spearmen that are approaching. So let's go ahead and withdraw them again. Same approach. And we will give the order for these guys to attack and hopefully do a better job.
Spears!
Hey guys, I need you to actually go places. Can you do that for me? That would be appreciated. Please and thanks.
Spear infantry ready! Engage!
Because we need to actually be pushing back against these missile infantry.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Yeah, like that. Thank you. That's what I wanted you to do.
Come forward! Orders?
Meanwhile, the general can finish off those swordsmen on his own.
Heavies! Up for glory! Orders! Your orders!
I
Ready?
didn't realize their general was right in the middle here. I'm going to focus my unit's attention on him and see if we can kill him. Seems like my
Heavies!
levies are doing a pretty good job of holding off these spearmen here. Now, you guys actually... Oh, you're not in skirmish mode. None of you are. No wonder it wasn't working properly. How did that not work?
Take aim! Fire!
Alright, we're going to have to bring the cavalry back in now. The only reason the battle is still showing so heavily in their favor is that we are
Advance!
having to chase down this many missile units. Alright, so speaking of that, let's say hello to these guys over here, shall we? And in the process, we'll bring the general back around to fight units in this area.
Swords! Yours to command! Swords!
Alright guys, I need you to keep the pressure on these guys. Chase them to the edge of the map. I don't care. Just do it. Yeah, their morale is starting to suffer a little bit. I wonder why. Could it be because they were dumb enough to try and take my city from me? I don't know. Alright, let's see if we can do even more damage to these spearmen here.
Swift melee cavalry!
Also, let's get my melee cavalry out of the city again. Same plan. Hey guys, move, 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 move. Go, 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 for God's sake. Alright, these guys are actually tangled up over here, which is good. Seems like the battle is starting to tilt pretty heavily in our favor. Yep. Yep, that's what's happening. Their general is still alive.
Flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
It'll be okay. Alright, I'm going to try and hit those spearmen from behind. It's not the smartest thing to do with two horsemen, but these guys are really starting to worry about their chances. There it goes. Let's continue.
Your orders!
I'm going to try and finish off as many of these units as I can. Well, that went well. Massive contingencies, though, escaping in this direction. That kind of annoys me. Let's send the horsemen that way and see if they can catch them. I doubt they can, but we can try.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Those are our units running. Let's go to speed 3. I'll be happy if we can wipe out just even these groups. Yeah, those guys got slaughtered. Yeah, that didn't go well. Oh, we're actually catching up. I wasn't expecting that. Hang on. If we're catching up to them, can we catch up to them? I think we can. Those guys got caught. Oh, yeah. These are all skirmishers, too, so these cavalry are going to mow them down. Fantastic. Sorry, gentlemen. You don't get to escape. Actually surprised that number's staying at 61. There we go. Now it's starting to drop.
Forward! Break charge!
Now these guys are going to get away. Yeah, there they go. All right, I'm satisfied with that. Close victory. How many did they deploy? They deployed 2,220 men. I deployed 1,530 and killed 1,846. Actually, I killed 1,807, so they managed to kill some of their own men. I'm pretty proud of that. That went well. All right, we're going to release our captives, gain some wealth from that. The Volsci are going to back the hell off. And on that note, I will stop this episode here. Oh, hey. Menodorus Domitianus, we're actually back at spring again, ironically enough, has caused disorder within your settlement, potentially inciting the people into rebellion. But thankfully our diplomat's been wounded. Dang. At least she survived. That leveled up the navy, which is quite nice. We got some additional money from completing that mission. And we have been issued a new objective: completely control 4 provinces, either by direct ownership or through client states, and military allies. So with that, I'll stop here. Again, in the next one, we are going to finish off that army, because there's not much left of them. And then we will start moving on the Volsci as soon as I feel confident leaving this territory kind of undefended. But that was a pretty good first fight against the Volsci, and that was their main attack force. If I can keep the pressure on them, they won't. I don't think they'll be able to generate many more armies like that. I just need to push as hard as I can to keep that up. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. New episodes are coming out every day at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.